Welcome to the official Heisman Trophy podcast.
Chuck Conrad with a kickoff. Roy up a strong leg. It's over in. Sanders takes it 1 yard deep to the end zone. Up the middle, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Holy moly! 50, 10, 5,
And the winner is...
Here's your host, Chris Houston.
Happy Heisman Saturday to everyone out there. This is the day we've been waiting for here at the official Heisman Trophy podcast. Today is the day of the 89th Heisman Trophy ceremony. We will announce the winner tonight on ESPN. But in the meantime, we have the 4 finalists for 2023 that we talked to this morning. So we're going to get right into it. All right, Jayden Daniels, LSU. Welcome to the official Heisman Trophy podcast again.
Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, we had you on in October, I believe, and really since then, you just went on a tear. Second year at LSU, second year under Brian Kelly. Was it being in that second year and that offense, was that kind of one of the big keys to you just really like starting to fulfill your potential?
Yeah, most definitely. Coming back, that was a big thing. Second year in the offense, second year with all the players. We returned 10 out of 11 starters on offense, so that helped out a lot, and then same staff and everything. So I was very familiar with everybody. We all know each other on and off the field. Yeah.
So what's the experience been like so far being here in New York for you?
Yeah, it's my first time. It's been dope. Getting to see everything I've seen growing up on TV, being from California, you come all the way across the world.
Right.
You get to see Times Square. You get to see, where the ball drops and things like that. So it's been dope seeing Statue of Liberty from the edge and stuff like that, and just being around the other finalists.
Yeah. I'm a Cali guy myself. When you go to New York, it's just different energy, isn't it?
Most
it feels
definitely.
Different. Yeah. What's been the highlight of the trip so far for you?
I'd probably say going to the edge. Even though I was nervous, to walk across the little thing.
You don't like heights?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm afraid of heights, but
that's really high up. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, it's just different. It's like we was talking about yesterday. The little clear part in the floor. Like, we was like, how did somebody know that? Like, that's sturdy and stable.
Right. Well, no, I think there's only been 2 or 3 people who've died from that so far, so it's no big deal. You made it. You made it through.
I did.
What's it been like hanging with those other guys? Did you know any of them coming in?
Yeah, I've been knowing both since high school. We're in the same high school class. We did stuff, the Elite 11, the opening. We're roommates at the opening. Yeah. I recently started working out with Michael Penix this past summer because we trained with the same quarterback coach, 3D QB, in Orange County, California. And then Marv, we follow each other on social media, but this is my first time officially meeting him. He's cool and just he got great vibes and stuff like that. So it's been good being around all the finalists.
You and Bo are like the elder statesmen of college football. Did you get a chance to talk to any of the winners from last night at the Heisman welcome reception at all? Yeah,
I did. Obviously, RG3 Tim Tebow. I was talking a lot with Tony Dorsett. Yeah. Archie, talking to Archie, I only want to do something like that.
Yeah, the 2-timer.
Mike Garrett and, Steve Spurrier and all those guys, just being around, my family be able to be around that. My dad was a big football fan, so him experiencing stuff like that, it meant a lot for me.
Yeah. You had, just an incredible season, video game-like numbers. What was the highlight of the season for you?
I would say the highlight of the season was probably after everything we've been through was be able to beat Florida. Yeah. Because they don't like us and, we don't like them. So be able to beat Florida at home, my last game, one of my last games at Death Valley at night, it just meant a lot.
Yeah. Did it make, having the game you did against the Gators, was it, as you're running down the field, were you like, I'm doing this against Florida?
Yeah, most definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Reflect on your journey a little bit. You're at Cajon High, like most LA people, that's just a little pit stop on the way to Vegas. You turn left, go up the Cajon Pass, ASU, now LSU. Can you believe you're here after all that?
I mean, yes and no. Obviously, throughout high school, I believe I could be a finalist. I could potentially win a Heisman. That's like been a goal of mine. Going to ASU, I wanted to be the first person to bring a Heisman to ASU. Obviously other things happen. But, I love my time there. And then I'm going to LSU and now potentially could be the third to bring a Heisman Trophy back. It just means a lot to set my own legacy and, bring history back to schools.
Yeah. Speaking of LSU Heismans, did you get a chance to talk to Joe Burrow before coming out here? Did he give you any pointers or words of advice?
Yeah. When I was in Baltimore, he had sent me a text and he was like, man, just enjoy the weekend. It's going to be a lot, so you got to be mentally prepared, but, just enjoy every little thing you can.
Yeah. Do you have a speech ready potentially if you win it?
Yeah, I came prepared for a speech.
There's been some great Heisman speeches over there. Joe Burrow gave a great Heisman speech. Have you had a chance to listen to that one?
Yeah, I went back and watched a couple of speeches, just to get ideas and stuff like that. And I didn't want to come here not prepared, just in case my name was called. So,
right.
You got to stay prepared.
Absolutely. When you're going to do the walkthrough later on today, it's another busy day, and then you're at the live television ceremony. Are you nervous? Is it?
It hasn't kicked in yet. Probably as crunch time comes, you start feeling those little butterflies and stuff like that because you don't know,
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know whose name is gonna be called.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. I think that's kind of why it makes all this so amped up.
Yeah. Are there any other Heisman winners out there that you're looking forward to meeting if they come by this weekend? Or?
Barry Sanders.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he's going to be here, but
if he does, at some point I want to meet him.
Yeah, he was on the show a few weeks ago. He was great. What about your suit? You got a suit, special suit ready for the occasion?
Yeah, I got a little tailor suit.
Yeah, is it like LSU purple or?
Nah.
All right. Well, Jayden Daniels, congratulations on winning the Walter Camp, and what was the other award you won? Davey O'Brien. Great wins there, and good luck tonight. And if things go right for you, your life's about to change.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Marvin Harrison Jr., The Ohio State University, thanks for coming on the official Heisman Trophy podcast.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Congratulations on winning the Blitnikoff first and foremost. How did are you still kind of buzzing from that award?
Yeah, definitely. That's special, especially being a receiver. I think college football, that's one award you definitely want to win, and I'm just super glad I could bring it back to Ohio State and the great lineage of wide receivers that we've had there, and I'm glad that we can add a Blitnikoff award to our list now.
What's it been like being in New York so far? With all this hubbub and craziness.
It's been great. Long days though. Days. A lot of things that you have to do, and I'm just great that I can celebrate with my teammates and a great group of guys as well.
You're from Philly, so you've probably been in New York a lot. Some of these other guys I don't think have. Did you give them a little bit of the ins and outs of the big city?
Yeah, no. I mean, I have been a lot. I think Jayden Daniels, he hasn't been here. This is his first time. He's a Cali guy, so I think Bo and Michael have. But no, I think we all just exploring together and just figuring out from our different perspectives.
Yeah. What's been the highlight of the trip so far?
I would say just being with my family, getting a chance to celebrate with them, and just understanding that we don't always get this opportunity to look back and reflect on all that we've accomplished, and now we get a chance to do that.
How well did you know the other guys coming in?
Oh, I was a fan. I'm just a fan of college football, so I get to watch them on Saturdays. When my games are done, and obviously they're all special talents at the quarterback position, and it's been amazing to watch them all year and really throughout their whole college career.
Yeah, lots of Buckeyes have been to New York lately. Did you get any pointers from like CJ or anybody else coming in here telling you what to expect?
No pointers. I did talk to CJ this weekend, and he just congratulated me, telling me that I'm super proud of you, and he's doing amazing right now in the NFL, and that's nothing but what I expected from him. So, but then the long list of guys that we've had recently to go to the Heisman, it's definitely an honor to be in that conversation.
Yeah, you had a great season, 67 catches, 1,211 yards, 12 touchdowns. What was the highlight of your year?
I would say the Penn State game. That's one game that I had circled on the schedule, and knowing that we probably both be undefeated going into that game, and we were down a couple guys, and I know the offense had to lean on me heavy to be successful, and I think I came through one of those biggest games. So that's the moment I look at. When
we talked to you back in September, you had just come off ankle injury. And you had to deal with that all year. Was that a real challenge for you, or was it something that as the year wore on, was it easier to deal with?
No, it was definitely a challenge. But I had an ankle injury last year as well, and kind of prevented me from doing things that I wanted to do. So I was kind of used to it after a while. Of course, it's not great that you still better want to use one of your ankles, but sometimes I work through it throughout the year.
Imagine if you didn't have an ankle injury,
right?
What you would have
Exactly.
done. Like we mentioned before, first Buckeye since Terry Glenn in 1995 to win the Blitnikoff. You very close vote apparently.
Yeah, very close. Yeah.
And a lot of these, a lot of other schools talk about being wide receiver U. And, what did it mean to bring that award back to Columbus and for your wide receiver group?
Yeah, that's super important to me. That's probably the biggest reason why I wanted to win it, not for myself, but just to be able to say that, Ohio State, we have a Blitnikoff Award winner as well. Now we have two. And in recent years, LSU has had a couple, or Alabama has had a couple. They even have a Heisman Award winner, so hopefully that I can maybe do that and add that to our list as well. But always had the wide receiver U conversations, and we didn't have the awards to really be able to put our name in the mix, but I think now we do.
Yeah, you had all the first round draft picks.
Yeah, exactly. We just had the first round draft picks, so now we got some awards to back it up.
Now, your dad wasn't a finalist, but he's been through all this stuff before. I mean, what kind of advice do you give you on just dealing with all the spotlight and the pressure and just everyone asks you questions? You probably had to answer the same questions 900 times.
I think really he hasn't had to tell me too much. I think I'm just a natural at it.
Yeah.
I think I learned a lot from him, just observing from afar. And I think actually one of the first times I did come to New York, he was a Hall of Fame inductee or waiting to be inducted. And obviously he didn't get in that year. He got in 3 years later, but his first time, being up for the Hall of Fame, we were both in New York, in a hotel, just waiting around and seeing if he get the call. And unfortunately, he didn't get the call. But now years later, look at me, here I am as a Heisman finalist. It's just crazy how full circle moment.
That's awesome. You're going to go through the walkthrough later. Are you nervous about tonight and going up there? I mean, obviously, you play in front of thousands and millions on TV, but this is a little different.
This is definitely different. It's definitely different. First, I only have a speech prepared if I do win, so I'll have to do that over the next couple of hours here and figure what I want to say there.
What about your suit? You got a special suit?
The suit is definitely picked out and something I haven't worn before. I'm excited to see how it looks on stage.
Awesome. Well, good luck tonight and good luck going forward, and we appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you having me.
All right, Bo Nix, University of Oregon Heisman finalist 2023. How you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you.
So what's your experience been like so far in New York City?
It's been awesome. I was fortunate to come a long time ago when I was like 8 years old, but times have changed and I'm a lot older now, so I can experience it a lot differently. And it's been a great time, especially being here with the other finalists. Those guys have been awesome. They've had a great season themselves, but they're just awesome guys to be around, and so we've had a blast.
Yeah. Was the city like how you remembered it when you were little?
Oh yeah, and actually there was a lot more people than I remember walking around the street.
Yeah. Have you seen any Oregon fans walking around? Have they recognized you?
I haven't seen many. No, I've actually been kind of shocked at that.
Yeah. How well did you know the other finalists coming in?
I knew them all okay. I hadn't met Marvin. This is the first time I met him. But the other guys I've been around just a few times at different camps or different times we've played or whatnot. So it hadn't been like we have the best personal relationship because we're so spread out and we're all doing different things. But we definitely have a mutual respect between the two and or between the other two quarterbacks. And obviously I know what Marv has done and what he's been through. So we all have a great respect for each other, and we just know what we have to go through on a daily basis, which I think connects us and brings us closer.
What's it been like to hang with these guys? Any of these guys have any interesting quirks or things that you learned about?
Well, they're all interesting in their own right. They're all really cool people. They have great personalities. They have really great families. That's one thing that you get to meet on Heisman weekend is their families. Their families around for everything, and so you just get to meet where they come from, who they're around, and I think that just speaks to not only them as a person, but what family they come from.
Yeah, you said recently that going to Oregon changed your life. Tell me about that. How did it change your life?
Well, simply put, it was the best decision I could have ever made. At the time when I chose Oregon, I wanted to go compete for a national championship, and the past 2 years we've been able to do that. So I've just been really thrilled, really excited to be there. It's been the best 2 years, some of the best 2 years of my life, and I'm just really grateful for it.
Yeah. Your dad was an Auburn legend, and I can imagine it was like mixed feelings you leaving Auburn. What kind of advice did he give you along the way?
Well, he was always supportive of whatever I had done. At a time, he wanted me to get out of Auburn too, just because of, he knew what I was going through. He knew, how I felt about things, and he knew my, I guess, the level I was on was, I just wasn't necessarily reaching my full potential, and he saw that, and it wasn't the easiest at times, and again, he saw that too. So. I think he supported me the whole entire time. He never, I think, even wanted me to stay at Auburn just because it was Auburn for his ties. He didn't care about, his relationship with Auburn. It was just all about, what was best for me.
Yeah. You had a remarkable season this season, 40 touchdown passes, over 77% completion. What was the highlight of the year for you?
There were many. It's hard to say one. There were so many down the stretch, many of those wins, that were really cool. And I think one of my highlights, honestly, was just seeing, playing with my brother Tez, and, playing with all those guys that, knowing it's your last year, you get to see them develop. And, a lot of those guys are my friends. A lot of those guys are my buddies. And, playing together with, like, Troy and Bucky and all those guys for 2 years, it's going to be crazy having to leave them. But I know they're going to have great careers in front of them.
Yeah. What's been the highlight of the trip to New York so far for you?
Wow, that's hard to even say. I think just, honestly, as much as it sounds, like being with the Heisman Trophy, seeing the trophy and being able to be a finalist and, taking the picture in Times Square, it's all seems sort of surreal, and it's kind of crazy that, it's even here, and, the weekend is going to be something that, I'll remember forever.
Not a whole lot of sleep on this weekend.
No,
sure.
Not many. not many hours.
Yeah. Did you get to meet any of the Heisman winners at the welcome reception last night?
Yeah, I got to meet a few different ones. I've been fortunate to know a few in the past, but I met some different faces last night, and it's really cool because growing up you hear about all these guys, and then now you're in a room with them all, and so I'm never going to complain about that, being around great college football players who have played it before me. And like I said, I'm just happy to be here because those experiences don't really come a whole lot.
Yeah. Did you get any well wishes from Marcus Mariota before you came out here at all?
Yeah. So Marcus and I, we've been able to meet each other and to connect over the past few years at Oregon. He's been great, very supportive. He's been awesome to talk to, and he's just very encouraging. He's very soft-spoken. He's very kind-hearted person. So I think that speaks a lot to him and his family, but and what means a lot to him. So yeah, he didn't necessarily reach out this time because he's so busy with football with the Eagles. But I know he's pulling for me, and I know the support I have from him. Yeah.
You're about to go through the walkthrough for the TV show tonight. Do you have your suit ready, and are you a little nervous about
Yeah, I'm ready, and I'm excited about it. And I think this is one of those things that you think about a lot and you don't necessarily know when it's going to happen, but I'm excited to dress up and to be in the show and in the ceremony itself. I mean, watching it on TV is one thing, but I would imagine to be in it and to be able to sit in those seats is another thing, regardless of win or loss. But even my dad said earlier, he's like, I get to sit in the Heisman Trophy ceremony, and just that perspective is pretty awesome.
Yeah, very exciting times. Bo Nix, University of Oregon, thanks for coming on the official Heisman Trophy podcast. Best of luck tonight, and get your speech ready if you need it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Michael Penix Jr., University of Washington, Heisman Trophy finalist. You just won the Maxwell Award. Congratulations. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So what's your experience been like in New York so far?
It's been amazing. I haven't been up here in a while. I've been up here as a kid almost every year, to see family because my mom's side is from up here. But, it's been great to be back here. Man, it's been an amazing experience. I'm just glad to be able to be here, and I'm just soaking it all in.
What do you think of New York? Is it so different than all the places you've been?
Nah, it's definitely different.
The energy's different, right?
Yeah, it's very fast. Everything is always moving. You go out on the streets, especially in the area we are, downtown, like Times Square area. You're going to see so many people, all times of the day. So it's crazy.
What's it like hanging with the other Heisman finalists? How well did you know them coming in?
It's great. I've never met Marvin before until yesterday, but Bo and Jayden, you know, I've known those guys, and you know, those are great guys. You know, those first class, high level football player guys. So it's been a blessing to be around them, and you know, just being able to talk to them, and you know, just see like outside of the football field, you know, those are great guys as well. You know, so just being around them has definitely been a great time.
You started out in Tampa, and then you went to Indiana, and then you went to Seattle. Right. Those are like the three most different places. Did you ever imagine that starting out in Tampa that you'd end up on the other side of the country and being a Heisman Trophy finalist?
No, I didn't imagine it, you know, but you know, that's just what my story led me to, you know. So, I'm blessed to be here. You know, I'm glad I went to the University of Washington. You know, I feel like they provided me the opportunity to be in this seat that I'm in right now, you know. So I'm just super blessed and thankful for my whole journey, and you know, I wouldn't change it for anything.
It's kind of a cool story, and you know, that's definitely one of the highlights of the season. You guys are 13-0.
Right.
I mean, has that sunk in yet?
A little bit.
Yeah.
It has, you know, man, it's amazing, you know. After the bowl game, you know, I definitely, you know, took a lot of time to celebrate. You know, took a couple of days, you know, just soaking that all in, you know. But right now it's back to work. You know, we got Texas coming up soon. So
yeah, you had a lot of injuries that you've overcome. Was there ever a point early on when you were going through those injuries where you were just like, I just don't know if I can keep going?
Yeah, I had those times, you know, where it's like it did get tough for me, but. You know, I grew up, and my parents, they never let us quit anything. You know, me and my brothers, they're like, if you started, you got to finish it. So, you know, I started this football thing, so I'm going to finish it. I'm going to play until the wheels fall off. So, man, I'm blessed for my whole journey, you know. Obviously, the adversities and stuff like that, you know, not everybody want that, but, you know, that's what comes with it sometimes. And, you know, I'm glad to be on the other side.
I think the most unique thing about you guys going 13-0 is that the last 9 games, every game was 10 points or less, and 4 of those were 3 points or less. Did you get to a point where it's like, here we go again? Like, how do you, as a quarterback, you're the guy in control of the offense. It seems like you just had ice in your veins every one of those games. Like was there a doubt, or did it? What's it like to go through that situation where it's like the game is so close, and you're protecting your undefeated season? Yeah. How do you get through that?
Man, our coach, Coach DeBoer, he always said, find a way to win. You know, that's what it's always about, find a way to win. You know, winning football games is our ultimate objective, you know, each and every week. So we had to do whatever we could to be able to find that win, and we know that we were playing great teams each and every week. You know, we had like 8 teams in the top 25 at one point in time in the pack. So it just shows how much talent we had in that conference, you know. But, you know, to be able to come out on top, you know, 13-0, you know, it definitely, you know, just shows character and the will to win that our team has.
4,218 yards, 33 touchdowns. What was the highlight of your season? What game or play really, like, you know, you look back, you're going to remember the season. Which one will stick out to you the most?
Always the Pac-12 championship.
Yeah.
You know, to finish 13-0 and, you know, winning that game against a great team, you know, I feel like that's going to be in my memories forever. Last
night at the Heisman reception, a lot of Heisman winners there. Did you get a chance to talk to any of those guys?
Yeah, I talked to a couple of them. You know, they're all high-class guys, you know, especially, I've known RG3, you know, he did a couple of our games. You know, I met him a couple of times, saw Tim Tebow, you know, just a lot of greats, you know, just all across the room. So it's definitely an amazing time to be able to sit and talk with them for a moment of time. It's been a crazy weekend so far, I imagine. I've probably done like 900 interviews so far. You're about to go through the walkthrough a little later. Are you starting to get a little nervous about the ceremony coming up? It's, you know, you've played in front of thousands and millions on TV, but it's kind of a little different animal. Like, you know, you're in a suit, you're no helmet on you. You know? No, I wouldn't say I'm nervous, you know, just because, you know, I have a strong faith. So, you know, I believe in God, and I believe that, you know, everything happens for a reason, and He has a plan for me, and it's already written. So, you know, whatever it comes down to, you know, I'm just super blessed to be here in this moment, you know, in this seat. So I'm just going to take it all in, you know, just taking the whole experience, and, you know, after this whole experience, I'm going to enjoy it no matter what, win or lose. Then I got to get back to my team and make sure I'm locked in to go beat Texas. What would it mean for you to win the Heisman for the University of Washington? Man, it'll mean a lot. You know, this is something that you see growing up as a kid, you know, on TV. You know, it's something that you dream of. And, man, it's definitely, obviously, it's the most prestigious, like the best individual award in the nation. So, in college football. So it's definitely something that, you know, every college football player will want to achieve. But, you know, for me, you know, it'll mean a lot to me and my family, you know, just all the things that you know, I've been through to overcome injury, setback, and failure at time. You know, to be in this position is definitely. It would definitely be worth it.
Definitely will change your life if it happens, and you would be the first left-handed quarterback to win since Tim Tebow, who you're going to be talking to later. Do you have a little speech ready, or have you been jotting some notes down, what you might say if you win?
Yeah, I've been jotting notes down, you know, still looking over it. You know, the one thing I said about my speech, I'm like, I don't want to miss out anybody that, you know, played a huge role in my football career and to help me to get to this point. Today, so that's the one thing that, you know, I got to make sure I do right.
Right. How's your suit? Who's going to win the suit battle of the 4 finalists?
I feel like I'm gonna win it, but we'll see. I don't know what they got.
It's like it's a secret. You got to unveil it before anybody else does, right? Yeah. All right. Well, Michael Penix Jr., thanks for coming on the official Heisman Trophy podcast. Good luck tonight. Good luck in the bowl game against Texas, and good luck to you and your family. And we'll see you down the road.
All right, thank you. Right. Go Dogs.
Okay, those were your 4 Heisman Trophy finalists for 2023. By this time tomorrow, there will be a new Heisman Trophy winner, and we hope you join us on the next episode where we will have him as our special guest, and we will also go behind the scenes at everything that goes on for Heisman weekend. We'll see you next time. The official Heisman Trophy podcast streams every Wednesday during the college football season and is hosted, co-produced, edited, and engineered by Chris Houston. Paul Goldberg is the executive producer and editor. Special shout out to Isaac Lowenkron, and big thanks to the Heisman Trophy Trust and its executive director Rob Whalen and associate director Tim Henning. The official Heisman Trophy podcast can be found on Spotify, Apple Music, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts. You can also find clips of our show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Just go to @Heisman Trophy.